The Uruk-hai onslaught. In the heart of Mordor, the land echoed with the ominous sounds of war drums. The Uruk-hai, bred for battle and fueled by the dark magic of Saruman, gathered in the shadows, ready to unleash their wrath upon the unsuspecting lands of Middle-earth. Under the command of the malevolent Saruman, the Uruk-hai marched with a relentless determination. Their eyes glowed with a fiery red, a reflection of the malevolence that consumed them. Across the desolate plains, they moved like a dark tide, leaving only devastation in their wake. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the Uruk-hai surged forward, their war cries piercing the stillness of the night. The moon bore witness to their monstrous figures, armed with crude weapons that gleamed ominously in the dim light. Their target, a peaceful village on the outskirts of Rohan. Homes illuminated by the soft glow of hearth fires became unsuspecting targets of the impending doom. The villagers, caught off guard, could only watch in horror as the Uruk-hai descended upon them like a swarm of relentless shadows. The clash of steel against steel and the anguished cries of the innocent filled the air. The Uruk-hai, driven by an insatiable hunger for chaos, spared none in their path. Saruman's dark sorcery had transformed them into formidable foes, their strength and ferocity unmatched. Amidst the chaos, a small group of Rohirrim warriors valiantly stood their ground. The clash between man and Uruk-hai was a dance of death, the outcome uncertain. Swords clashed, arrows whistled through the air, and the stench of blood and burning lingered. As the night wore on, the village became a battleground, a microcosm of the larger war that raged across Middle-earth. The Uruk-hai, driven by a relentless desire to please their master, fought with a savage brutality that sent shivers down the spines of those who witnessed it. In the aftermath of the onslaught, the once thriving village lay in ruins. The Uruk-hai, victorious but still hungry for more, retreated into the darkness from whence they came. The echoes of their war drums faded, leaving behind a desolate landscape haunted by the memory of their merciless attack. The Uruk-hai onslaught had left an indelible mark on the hearts of those who survived, a grim reminder of the darkness that lurked on the fringes of Middle-earth. As dawn broke over the ravaged village, a somber silence enveloped the air. The once vibrant community now lay in ruins, its charred remnants serving as a testament to the merciless onslaught. The survivors emerged from hiding, their faces etched with grief and disbelief. Amongst the rubble, a young warrior named Eowyn, fueled by a mixture of sorrow and determination, stepped forward. She surveyed the destruction, her gaze locking onto the distant horizon where the retreating Uruk-hai had vanished. The embers of vengeance smoldered in her eyes. Eowyn, with a heart aflame, rallied the remaining Rohirrim and the resilient villagers. Together, they vowed to rebuild what was lost and to stand united against the encroaching darkness. Word of the Uruk-hai's terror spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of neighboring realms. In the halls of Edoras, the capital of Rohan, King Theoden listened intently to the harrowing tale brought by messengers. The news of the Uruk-hai's brutality ignited a flame within him, and he declared that Rohan would not yield to the shadows. A call for aid resounded across Middle-earth, reaching the ears of those who would stand against the growing darkness. In Rivendell, a council convened, and representatives from various races gathered to strategize a unified response. The fate of Middle-earth hung in the balance. As the forces of good prepared for the impending clash, a fellowship emerged comprising brave individuals from different lands and backgrounds. Their quest to thwart the malevolent designs of Saruman and to quell the rising tide of darkness that threatened to engulf all of Middle-earth. The journey ahead was perilous, fraught with challenges and unknown dangers. Yet, the fellowship pressed on, guided by the unwavering resolve to confront the looming shadow and bring hope to a world teetering on the brink of despair. The echoes of the Uruk-hai's war drum still lingered, but amidst the ruins a spark of resistance ignited, a flicker of light that would strive to dispel the encroaching darkness. As the first light of dawn painted the horizon, Legolas, the elven archer, caught wind of the tragic events that befell the ravaged village. He approached the aging King Aragorn, his expression betraying a deep concern for the once vibrant lands. Legolas spoke with a tone as gentle as the breeze that rustled through his silvery hair. "Aragorn, the whispers of the Uruk-hai's cruelty have reached my ears. The world mourns for the loss inflicted upon these lands." Aragorn, now a weathered king with lines etched upon his face, met Legolas's gaze with a weary acknowledgement. "Legolas, my friend, the weight of years presses upon me, and my strength wanes. I fear I am no longer the stalwart defender I once was." Legolas, his keen eyes reflecting both empathy and determination, responded, "Time may have touched you, but your spirit remains indomitable. Together, we must face the shadows that threaten to engulf Middle-earth once more." In the halls of Edoras, where the once young Aragorn now ruled, messengers recounted the harrowing tale of the Uruk-hai's brutality. The aged king's eyes flared with a flicker of the fire that had burned in his youth. "Rohan will not bend to the shadows," Aragorn declared, his voice resonating with a weathered yet resolute authority. The call for aid reverberated across Middle-earth, reaching the ears of those attuned to the struggle against encroaching darkness. In Rivendell, a council assembled, and Legolas stood as a representative, emphasizing the elves' commitment to the fight. As the forces of good prepared for the impending clash, Legolas and Aragorn shared a quiet moment. "My friend," Aragorn began, his voice tinged with both acceptance and determination, "I may not wield the strength of old, but together we shall endure." The Fellowship, now including the seasoned Legolas and the aging yet steadfast Aragorn, embarked on their quest. Their journey was fraught with peril, and Aragorn at times felt the weight of years upon his shoulders. Yet, guided by their unwavering resolve, the Fellowship pressed on, a beacon of hope against the impending darkness. The echoes of Uruk-hai war drums persisted, but within the Fellowship, a spark ignited. Amidst the ruins and the struggles of time, they carried the light of resistance, striving to dispel the encroaching darkness and bring a glimmer of hope to a world on the brink of despair. As dawn's first light painted the horizon, Legolas and Aragorn convened in the war room of Edoras, maps spread before them like a tapestry of fate. Legolas, his eyes sharp as ever, outlined a strategy to counter the Uruk-hai menace. "Gather the elven archers near the northern woods, where their keen eyes can intercept the Uruk-hai scouts," Legolas suggested, his voice carrying the weight of experience. Simultaneously, Rohan's riders should deploy along the eastern plains to flank their forces. Aragorn, leaning on a weathered table, nodded in agreement. "We must fortify Helm's Deep. It has withstood the tests of time, and its walls will be our shield against the darkness. Gandalf, with his wisdom, should counsel us on the ancient enchantments that guard its stone." As messengers rushed to relay their plans to commanders and allies, Legolas turned to Aragorn. "The Fellowship's strength lies not just in our might, but in the unity of our races. We must ensure that dwarves, men, and elves fight side by side, as our predecessors did in times long past." Aragorn, a map etched in lines mirroring his own journey, spoke with conviction. "Let word spread to every corner of Middle-earth. Our call for aid must reach the hidden enclaves and free folk who share our commitment to resist the encroaching darkness." In Rivendell, Legolas addressed the assembled council, reaffirming the elves' dedication to the cause. "The time has come for our ancient kinship to shine anew. Together we shall stand against the shadows that threaten to engulf us all." As the forces of good mobilized, Legolas and Aragorn found a quiet moment amidst the preparations. "Aragorn," Legolas said, his eyes reflecting both camaraderie and resolve, "we carry the legacy of those who came before us. In this unity, we shall find the strength to endure.